Good. You will follow, Narthkessa. We have things to discuss. Things to discuss we do. I have prisoners for you. Prisoners indeed. How did you come by them? Through pure skill and chance I did.
She caught us whilst we were sleeping.
Silence you!
I'll spit at the ground.
Just before we continue here, Sakuachi came with you. Is she with Malavik or is she with your group?
I think we said she was going to stay on the outside. Frank, do you want to correct me if I'm wrong?
I believe she's supposed to be with you guys. Well, no, she was only supposed to be with you up until
we got close.
Show you the way. Yeah.
So she would be with you.
She really needs to be in there, to be honest, so she can figure out who is captured or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so logistically, we would have worked that out, and she'd be with us, actually, yes.
Very well. Malavik, please make a stealth check.
All right. Sorry, man.
First roll of the show, darling.
All right, here we go. Stealth check. 10. Lord, well, I'm gonna re-roll that because I have a good bit of points. All right. 17. There we go.
17. Okay. So, to describe this guard post, it's essentially a building maybe about 40 feet or so wide. There are no windows that you can see like on this ground floor. There's kind of like one thing that could be a window that's all like boarded up and is very hard to see through. But if they've entered through the front door, it doesn't appear that there's like an easy way to see you here, Malavik. So you creep up on the east side of the building is where you're coming from. The rest of the group heads in through the south door, following Godrak and Narthkessa, yes?
Yes.
Or are you putting up some kind of fight? Okay. As you are led inside, this building is fairly dilapidated. There's a lot of debris and stuff around. It's not very clean in here. The hobgoblins have not treated this place very well thus far. It stinks, and there is a, I think a general sense that this place is meant to be discarded. As you are led inside this room, it's about 20 feet by 25 feet or so. Upon entry, you can see that there is a hobgoblin soldier, as well as this person named that is identified as Godrak the Quick. They are hobgoblins. They are varying sizes, about the same size as most of you. The one known as Godrak the Quick watches you all with a very discerning eye. You can see the soldier sort of standing to the side as Godrak says,
"First you go, Narthkessa, down the stairs to the cells."
She looks around towards Godrak and the soldier and says,
"Of course, Godrak. Narthkessa trusts you." will be honorable.
And she watches Godrak out of the corner of her eye as she begins to head towards the stairs, and she says, "Come, prisoners!"
Could we do some insight checks here, trying to get the general vibe of Godrak and the dynamic between the two of these?
Yes. Please make an insight check, someone.
Perhaps perception, since we do not have insight.
Perception. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19. Yeah, there is clearly mistrust here. And Arcelia, you know that the hobgoblin dynamic is competent, clever, and strong leaders will be the ones that are taking charge. And they are well respected until they're not.
All right. I don't sense anything unusual, so I just comply.
Narthkessa leads the way down the stairs. Malavik, what are you up to outside as you hear them entering?
I'm scouting the area, seeing what their forces are like on the outside, if they are ready for battle or if they're lounging around.
Okay, perception check.
I'm also keeping an ear out to make sure if I hear anything. Stealth?
Perception, in this case.
Oh.
You already made a stealth check.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't know if I was making it as stealth or not, since we had that option. All right. Ready. Do a 12.
Okay. There's like nothing out here, Malavik. This is a pathetically guarded post. Whoever is setting up their strategy is an idiot.
Trivial, primitive. They have been laxed. In my mind, I am thinking more than likely that they don't really have any real competition in these parts. And that's why they're very laxed with their security. I'm going to make a double check just to make sure. I haven't heard any loud noises as of yet, so I'm going to move around and see if I can see an area where they would keep their rations.
Sure. There's nothing, Malavik. There's this place is sparse. If they left anything outside, I think maybe you get the impression that like they might be worried about someone taking it, which give me a I'll take a different check from you. Let's see here. I will take a... I would say you can... So you can roll two different things here, and I'll give you different answers depending on this. I will say you can do a survival, which I know is a lot better for you, or an intelligence check.
No. Yeah. I'm going survival.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Everything strikes you as really strange that's going on here, and you can't really wrap your head around why they would do things this way. Something is really weird.
Okay, I'm going to be more cautious. At first I was thinking how bad this attempt at a fort is, but then I think to myself that these are not common goblins. I've been gone far too long from Galarian to sort my thoughts, so I take a little bit longer scouting the area and trying to be extra cautious, knowing that these creatures have some kind of intelligence.
Very well. as you are walked down the stairs, you can see through the railings as you make your way down into this like basement room. The stairs are, you know, very creaky and sort of worn down. There are signs as you make your way down these stairs. You can see over the railing. You can see the bars of what appears to be like a small dungeon. There is somebody moving around behind the bars. And as you begin to descend, there is a small gasp from Sakawachi. Who's first in the group here walking down the stairs, just out of curiosity?
I think I would be last.
I can go first. And I will have Sakawachi very close to me as well.
Okay. So Arashtak and Karun are probably in the middle as the hobgoblin soldier is following behind Arcelia, and Godrak the Quick is in the very rear, leading down the stairs. Godrak says,
"Throw prisoners in the cells, you will."
Yes, Godrak.
The hobgoblin walks over to one of the other cells and opens the door. You can see that each cell is maybe 5 feet by 10 feet, and there are 4 cells. As you approach Yara, you can see another person wearing furs and leathers, much like Sakawachi, with these kind of glasses over their eyes, which I think if you are familiar with some of the things that can occur in like extremely snowy sort of environments, they can limit your vision. They just sort of have like one narrow slit across so that you do not get blinded by like snow blindness from all the light reflecting off of snow in heavily snowy areas. You can see this person's glasses covering their face. They're covered in bruises, crumpled into a corner of one of the cells. The hobgoblin leads you over, Yara, to the first cell and sort of roughly pushes you inside.
I will look around at the bars. I'm hesitating for a moment. The last time we were in a cell, I lost a very, very dear companion. I will swallow hard and I will walk in. And now you said that this prisoner is in another cell, or are they in this cell?
Different cell. Opposite.
All right. I will move closely inward and just wait and watch everyone else.
Okay, so you go, you get sort of pushed inside. Narthkessa is outside watching this happen. Sakawachi follows you inside the first cell. Bars are closed.
As the cell is secured, I would like to pay special attention to how it is secured.
Yep.
What mechanisms?
Yeah. It does in fact look like there is a key that the hobgoblin will use. See, like a kind of like a an iron looking key that's just thrown in there.
I'll make a note in mind of which hobgoblin is carrying this.
Okay. Narthkessa sort of watches as Arashtak and Karun are pushed into the next cell area. And Godrak says, as sort of following you, behind you, Arcelia, Godrak says,
You will put the large orc woman in the other cell.
Yes, Godrak.
Orashtak, you are sort of being shoved into the next cell.
Yes,
Karun,
I let them.
Karun says, do we have to do this? Like, you know, I don't need to be in a cell or whatever. Do you guys like drugs? Gets roughly shoved into the cell. And then, Arcelia, you are moved to the last cell. You would be in the cell next to this other person that's been sort of beaten up in this next cell over, basically.
So I am not in the cell with Yara.
Correct. Yara and Sakuachi are in a cell. Arashtak and Karun are in a cell, and you are in a cell by yourself.
Very good.
The cell with this person that's injured, is it adjacent to, because when I walked in I saw them, is it adjacent to the one that I'm in, or is it further down?
Arcelia.
Gotcha, alright.
Yeah, there's two on either side. And you,
Excellent, okay.
Sakuachi, Karun, and Arashtak are on one side. Arcelia and this other person are on the other side. Narthkessa is outside with Godrak the Quick and this other hobgoblin soldier.
You have done well, Narthkessa. Yes, Narthkessa has done well, Godrak. I am very powerful, as you can see.
Godrak looks Narthkessa over.
You have many bruises. They put up a difficult fight. That one said that they were sleeping. They woke up once I started to attack.
It is true. The orc there gave her a nice sock to the face, as you can see.
I'll lean up against the bars.
This one is feisty. How shall we reward you, Narthkessa? I wonder. You are already second amongst the Obsidian Oath Raiders. What would you have me give you? Narthkessa will take... perhaps a new weapon? A new weapon! We might be able to find something for you.
The hobgoblin soldier sort of looks over towards Godrak. And Godrak, out of the corner of his eye, looks towards the goblin soldier. And Godrak nods his head. The hobgoblin soldier will rear back and strike Narthkessa.
Fuck it, I'm pulling out the flute. I'm going to try and flute of charm the Godric. I will pull it out and immediately begin playing a tune.
Okay, we're gonna move you over to this. We're gonna move you over to here because we're gonna need some initiatives.
I knew it.
Oh, I wrote that too early?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna fix that lighting real quick. I didn't think it'd be that. I didn't think it'd be that bad. I wanted to do a cool bar effect, but it's a little too much.
Yeah, it's truly barred.
Okay. So let's see here. See if we can fix this. Everybody, including you, Malavik, please select your tokens and roll initiative. I think this will probably be a stealth-based roll.
Got it.
I accidentally did it correctly.
Stealth-based
me too.
for Malavik or for all of
Everybody.
us? Okay.
Because we're prisoners.
Oh, rolled the same. Oh. I put it as stealth. Oh, I hit perception. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay. Let's see. They are gonna make perception-based rolls. Oops. That is the wrong one. Let's try that again. Going with the first roll, though, don't worry. Selected the wrong token. Okay. This one is Narthkessa. Narthkessa has that blue background. Okay, Narthkessa. And Godrak. Alrighty. Godrak, the Quick, is, let's see. Yara, you are drawing this as Narthkessa is getting stabbed. I'm going to say we're going to have Yara and the Hobgoblin Soldier sort of go kind of at the same time. This is a sort of surprise round here. Yara, you are first.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I will begin to play a tune with my flute, targeting Godrak. This will be a will save against my performance roll, which is a 21.
Okay. Not bad.
Could have been better, though. It was an 11.
That is enough.
Merry Christmas.
So, Yara, you begin to play the flute, which does not affect the soldier. You are trying to entice Gondrick with this flute. What is it? What goes on? What happens?
Well, I will pull out the flute and I will play a melancholy tune directed towards Godrak. And I will lower the flute and I'll say, darlings, it does not have to be violent. Godric, tell your darling friend here, or your compatriot, that they need not strike anyone. We're friends, after all.
Godrak sort of looks at you for a moment and says, Godrak did not know that you were so skilled.
I mean, I can absolutely play tunes for all of you at some point. If you want to be a little more kind to each one of us, you have us all in cages.
As Godrak's attention turns from Narthkessa and his hobgoblin soldier to you, we continue the round as the soldier will strike at Narthkessa. And we'll get a little circumstance bonus here. This will be a long sword attack. That is going to be close. I think that is a hit, but let me double check. That is a miss. As the soldier tries to stab at Narthkessa, missed it by 1, by the way. The Narthkessa is clearly expecting this treachery and just sort of dodges out of the way. Ah, not so quick, are you, fool? And now we are in regular turn order. Godrak the Quick is staring at you, Yara, and says, "What would you have me do?"
Well, I will twirl my hair. Perhaps you could let us all out, darling?
Your
Blink,
words
blink, blink,
are
blink.
honey, and your visage seems bathed in a dreamy haze. So this wasn't a crit. Make a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy, I can do that. Hopefully. 26.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that should perhaps be a critical.
So, Godrak says, "Fool! What are you doing? Release them immediately!" The hobgoblin has like his sword like, what? he's ready to just kill the shit out of Narthkessa. They've obviously like got this silent communication between them. They have this plan worked out like, all right, we're going to eliminate the competition. And suddenly Godrak is ordering them to stop and... Godrak? Let them out, fool! And Godrak will make a roll here versus the hobgoblin soldier. Okay. Let's see. This is going to be an intimidation roll from Godrak. Okay. The soldier just kind of like looks around at the situation. Yes, Godrak. And will immediately walk over towards Yara and Sakuachi's cell and start unlocking it. Is anybody taking any aggressive action here?
No.
No.
Okay.
Y'all know how the flute works. Do not fuck this up.
We are out of combat then.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. It was quite stuffy in here.
The soldier looks confused towards Godrak. And Godrak is a bit floaty right now, just kind of staring at Yara as Yara
Darling.
has the flute, sort of entranced by the flute and the honeyed words of Yara.
Might I speak with you in the corner over here? And I will point towards the corner of the room. Godrak.
Yes, of course. And I think through Godrak's vision, what we see is the scene from Wayne's World. Ooh, dream weaver, I believe you can get me through the night. You know, like, just these, like, beams of light, you know, like, shining down on Yara, and, like, little twinkles and shit all over the place. As Yara, you just kind of make Godrak, listen to you. Yes, Godrak will follow.
All right, so we'll go over here and we'll have a little chat. Let's keep our voices down, darling. So, I see that you have that prisoner there. Do you have any others that you are holding captive at present?
No.
No. No others at all?
No, not that we have found.
And have you seen anyone looking like any of us? Other than the ones that you have in here, around Skywatch, recently?
There are others that walk around, but we have not captured any.
Oh, see. Interesting. Well, do you mind letting my friends come over here as well? For a little audience?
They are your friends. Of course I trust them.
Darlings! Come.
The soldier's just like, has the sword in hand, like,
Godrak? What do you want to do? Shut up, fool! Can you not see this honeyed one is speaking?
I'll wink at them.
Narthkessa is sort of staring at the soldier. You can see like just some very sharp teeth showing, like a shark's set of teeth showing just outside their lip as they glare at the soldier, looking like they at any moment could tear their head off.
Now, darlings, what do we propose we do? Apparently, Gothrak does not have any others held captive here in the camp.
That is really cook. We need to release him. He looks hurt.
Yes. Gothrak, darling.
Yes?
Can you tell your mentor, please? That is quite kind. Could you please tell your friends there to release the beaten and bruised one?
Do you know this one?
We do, yes.
You heard her, fool! Release them immediately! But, Godrak, we were going to trade this one for... Shut up, fool!
Oh, for what, Gothrak?
Godrak was going to trade this one and then lie and kill them all.
Kill them all, as in their friends?
The ones in the market.
In the market? What do you know of them?
Not much. We have seen there are many that reside in market.
Ah, many. Well then, I suppose we have returned your dear darling, Narthkessa to you.
Narthkessa raises an eyebrow. Darling.
Is there much else that you require? Before we leave, your friends obviously wouldn't keep us here.
Godrak looks just longingly towards you.
Just your honeyed words.
I will reach over and I'll grab their cheek and squeeze it. Oh, you are so adorable, Godrak.
I will insist that Sakawachi is also released.
They're kind of like letting you do whatever you want right now.
Yeah. So, I think what we shall do is we shall lead, and Godrak, darling.
Yes?
Will you escort us out, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Wait. You are leaving now?
Oh, we must. We have a prior engagement. I am so sorry, but I will come back for you, if you would like.
Please make a deception roll. Or, I don't know, if you're planning something else here. It seems like deception to me.
I could help and say, or perhaps Godrak could come with us.
Would you like to come with us then, darling? You could stay with me.
Yes!
Very good. And I will smile at Narthkessa.
Narthkessa is now smiling as well.
All right,
Very
darling.
good, yes! Godrak, you will follow with them.
And then, like,
Now-
out of the corner of her eye, she's, like, staring at the soldier who is suddenly gone very pale.
Now, out of curiosity, how long have we spent in this whole time that he has been charmed?
Oh, it's just been a few minutes.
And how long did it take for us to get from here, or from the entrance to here?
5 minutes. Not even. I mean, you went down some stairs. It was a couple minutes.
Godrak, darling,
Yes?
do you perhaps have anything that, our warriors might be able to utilize, or any treasures you would like to bestow on me? Your most magical friend?
Please make a diplomacy check.
24.
Oh my god! So you have a circumstance bonus while he's charmed. You're getting a +4 on these.
Yes!
Yeah, that's not a crit. But Godrak just kind of digs into his pockets and just hands you like a pile of gold. Roll. Let's see. Roll me a d20.
I will re-roll that using a hero
No,
point.
you can't do that one. Can't do that one. Yeah. So he's got like, it's an assortment of silver and copper that equals 1 gold.
Thank you, Godrak. Looking all about him, does he appear to have any weaponry or armor that would be good for my dear Arcelia or Malavik?
So Godrak has several hatchets. Looks like 4 hatchets. Leather armor. That is very well plumed. There's lots of these red orange feathers that are on it. And a yeah, that's it.
All right. So nothing of note specifically.
Not that you can
No.
tell.
Barashtak, darling,
Yes.
do you sense any magic in here?
I'll detect magic. See what's about.
There is no magic aside from the items that you all carry.
Very good.
I can.
All right. Well, Godrak, is there nothing better in the camp that you might be able to bestow upon any of my friends?
Fool, give them your things! The soldiers just kind of like, what? Godrak, this one has changed your mind. Yes, she has! So give her your things! The soldier is looking really, really confused. Like, still has sword in hand, looks down at it, and let's see. Godrak is gonna make another intimidation check.
Holy fuck!
My husband!
The soldier just starts like taking off their armor, takes off their helmet, like makes
I'll
that
start receiving all the things.
yeah, just makes a kind of sound as their football-shaped head just gets unstuck from their helmet, and just starts taking off all their stuff. There's hide armor, a long sword, a short bow with 10 arrows, and a wooden shield. And roll me a d20. Another one, please, Yara.
19.
There you go. 19 gold on this one.
Very good. So 20 gold total.
Yeah, you just see this hobgoblin, not quite naked, completely naked, but wearing, you know, like just their underclothes.
Very
Just kind of
good.
shivering. Good, fool, good!
Godrak, darling.
Yeah?
Before we go, are there any treasures that we should know of in this place?
Treasure. There is no treasures here.
No treasure.
We are still searching Skywatch for things.
Oh. Do you have any ideas where there might be some?
We
Within
get
Skywatch?
confused as we travel. It is a very strange place, this Skywatch. It has been challenging for us. We have not been able to find much here. We think that there is treasure in the Smiling Wolves camp. We will take them
Smiling
over
Wolves.
soon.
Soon. But they're our friends. You wouldn't do that.
Your friends?
They were so kind to us, yes.
Please make a diplomacy roll.
27.
I
got the boost today, baby! It's that Christmas hotness. I got the white hair, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Godrak walks over to the soldier and slaps him across the face. You idiot! Narthkessa's just watching all this, like, wide-eyed and, like, laughing and smiling this whole time. And...
Goldrock, why do you hate this one? Because you said we should go to the Smiling Wolves camp and take their things. You suggested it, almighty Goldrock. Shut up, fool!
All right, Godrak. I think that it is time for us to leave, though.
I will come with you.
You will come with us, yes?
Good.
Very good. Now, Godrak, whilst you are gone, that would mean Narthkessa is, well, not until we leave the camp, that she would be taking command for you while you are away?
Hmm? He looks over, just now realizing that Narthkessa is still there. Hmm?
Not while we are here, but only while we're away, so when you come back, it'll be fine.
Make another diplomacy check. I'm making you roll for every major thing you're trying to convince.
Let me see, what did I roll there? A 9? I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
12.
You had a +4 on that first one, too.
I know. Well, I mean, look at the other rolls, Frank,
Yeah.
okay?
He got greedy. Godrak sort of starts to blink a little bit, looks towards Narthkessa, and says,
Yeah, Narthkessa is no longer second in command of the Obsidian Oath Raiders.
Narthkessa just kind of says,
What? Narthkessa was gone for too long.
Oh. Well, then why don't you just make her first in command?
Godrak is first in command.
Perhaps, Godrak, you exceed such a hierarchy. Perhaps above first in command, there is just Godrak.
That is same thing.
Well, why don't we go? Let's start leaving. Godrak, are you still coming with us, darling?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, then I will put out my hand.
He smiles, and it's so creepy. Like, it's just so many sharp teeth. Like, just it's like a shark smiling, you know? Like,
Yes.
and there's so much like just plaque buildup going on. Yellow teeth.
I will link fingers with Godrak. Lead the way, darling.
Godrak
wait
is...
one moment. Arsinia?
Yes.
I believe you left something in my bag if you'd like to have that just in case.
Maybe we should wait.
All right. Sure. And we will let Godrak lead the way out of the camp.
Sure. Godrak moves up the stairs, and you hear Narthkessa saying, "Have a good trip."
Arashtak, what were you going to say, darling?
Do we need to help the other friend out?
Well, we would have taken them out. We told them to release them and everything.
Yes, so I'll help shoulder them and let them walk out with me.
Sakuachi will be under the other arm. You're not carrying them directly. You just have like an arm underneath. But both of you together, you're having to like drag him, sort of. His feet sort of dragging up the steps. He doesn't appear to have his own control over this. As you begin to walk out. Malavik, you're outside. You haven't heard anything going on now for about 5 to 10 minutes. What are you up to?
I'm still scouting about and then realize there really isn't anything going on here. So I'm just listening for a stress call. It's been a while, and I'm just waiting. So I guess we could say I'm just kind of in a squat position to where I can launch myself if need be, but
Sure.
I'm just kind of waiting outside.
You see the front door open.
I'll like get in ready position. I'll have my sword ready, and I'll be rushing towards.
Godrak is the first one out. See this plumed one.
Interlinked in fingers with me.
I'll be rearing back.
Malavik!
As you rush forward, you've got like a fist cocked, ready to just punch Godrak right in the face. Godrak is...
Remember my flute? Remember how we talked about that? No, darling, don't be scared, don't be scared.
Godrak is frantically looking for his axe on his side.
He's nice, look at how nice he is.
I'm snarling.
Make a diplomacy check, please, Yara.
15.
Okay. Godrak,
19, but yes.
Godrak looks towards Malavik, very confused look on his face. Who is this one?
A friend who will not hurt you since you are our friend, right, Godrak?
Yes.
Right,
What is-
Malavik?
You are marrying him.
No,
Your wedding,
no,
your
we're
mating.
friends.
Godrak is
What?
You have
nodding.
mated. You have mated.
Perhaps we have made it, yes. Now, perhaps we leave this area and figure out the rest of our plan, yes? Because this only holds for about another 30-ish minutes. Maybe 40 on a good... I don't know what time it is, but
Where is Narthkessa?
we should probably go.
Where's Narthkessa?
We should probably go.
Narthkessa
She's
is in
inside.
the camp. Malavik, could you come help me? Perhaps you and I should take over carrying this one. They are injured.
I'll just keep my eye on Yara and the goblin. And all I hear is mated in my head. And I'll go over to Arcelia and be like, and you watched?
I suppose. I will insist on Arashtak and Sakawachi to release the injured one to us. And as we're moving, I'd like to deliberately slow down so that I could speak across this person to Malevich. And I'll lower my voice. Malevich.
I don't want to hear the details.
Gothrak is currently being influenced by the flute. They are charmed. They did not mate. Nothing happened.
Why would she lie about that?
Godrak is still under the spell. It is possible for it to break if it is stressed too far.
Sorcery. Never understood it. Fine. What's the plan?
Well, Narthkessa will be left to her own devices, but she seems cunning enough. With Godrak away, perhaps.
Did not make it clear to the camp that they are a leader.
We tried. I think this is as much as we can do.
This is not good. Narthkessa could turn at any moment. We did not do them a favor. That should go into life.
I would
Godric,
disagree.
What?
If you're still conversing, go on.
I would disagree. There was an attempt almost made on Narthkessa's life. Godrak wanted to turn onto Narthkessa. But we stopped it.
We will trust that one for now. We do not know how long they will remain in our on our side. Fine. Priorities is getting back Sakawachi and their companion, I'm assuming. This is who that is. Fine. And I will go along with whatever plan they have ensued with disgust in my brain. Because I just see Godric skipping along in front of me.
Godric, darling, you said someone else was put as second in command. Who was that?
They left Skywatch. They Ortok.
You said they left Skywatch?
Yes. So
Where did they go?
third in command stay behind in guard post.
So your third, so Arthrok is your new second in command, but you had a third in command stay
Yes.
at the guard post. I see. All right. And where did Artok go?
Ortok leave. Skywatch report back to other hobgoblins. We
Other hobgoblin.
need more if we are to take Smiling Wolves. They have only just left. We not here for a few days, probably.
Oh. And how long has passed, just so that I'm aware?
1 day.
I meant for the charm.
Oh, for the charm. Yeah, probably 25, 30 minutes.
And have we walked away from the encampment at this point?
Yeah. From the guard post, yeah. Just gotta figure out where you're going. Right now, nobody's really guiding and you haven't decided on a place to go yet.
Darlings, did you hear what Godrog just said? They sent people to go get more hobgoblins. Should we perhaps have Godrog go and fetch a messenger to go and let them know that that won't be necessary? Or do we just continue on our way? I mean, we could just, you know, continue on our way, and that'll be fine.
That's
We have to place our trust into Narthkessa and leave.
Very good.
If there's a third in command and Narthkessa was second in some form of way, I'm pretty sure that Narthkessa can handle themselves.
Right.
And if not, I could return with pleasantries.
Very good. All right. Godric, darling, could you just stay right here? I'm going to have a quick word with my friends. Don't linger too far. We don't want you to get lost. And I will slip off so he can't hear. What the fuck are we planning to do with him? Do we want to tie him up in order to take him as a captive, in order to let the Smiling Wolves interrogate him? What do we want to do? Because this is going to wear off in about 30 minutes.
We definitely give your mate over to the Smiling Wolves. When they bring back a horde of whatever they're planning, seeing that their leader has been captured by the Smiling Wolves may weigh in their favor. I cannot say that there won't be bloodshed, but at least they will have an upper hand.
An intimidation factor, perhaps.
And we can warn them of the incoming help.
Sakuachi, darling.
Yes.
About how long do you think it'll take you to get us back to the camp?
Maybe 15 minutes?
15 minutes. Okay. If it is going to take longer, you need to let me know as soon as that changes, all right?
All right. I will do my
Because
best.
this is a very fragile state he's in at the moment.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to be walking into the Smiling Wolves camp with him unrestrained. We might be aware of the situation, but what would they think?
Right.
The moment we restrain him, he will likely break from the spell.
Yes. This is
I
what happened.
understand that.
Yes.
There are
Perhaps.
other ways. We can knock them out before we get there. A precise knock in the back of the lower part of the skull.
I have an idea. Karun,
Yeah.
do you have any drugs that can knock a man out?
Oh, I'm sure I do. Let me just take a look, okay? I've got a lot of shit.
Okay. This one will light their innards on fire. We don't want to do that.
Not
right?
that. No,
Okay.
no.
We have, the shadow dread ampule.
Oh, no. We don't want him to be like, no benefits to him. Just knock him out cold.
I can, I can whip up some numbing tonic, but that won't really knock him out. I don't really have the stuff to do that right now.
Knock him out. All right. Things to keep in mind for the future. We need things to knock
Unless
people
you
the
want
fuck
me
out.
to make some kind of some kind of repeated punching machine.
I feel like that might take a little too long. But I like the enthusiasm. So, what shall we do then? Do we
Again,
walk perhaps 10 minutes and then tie him up, or?
I can knock them out. It would be my pleasure to knock out the mate of Yara.
All right.
Let's walk 10 more minutes. That way we have more buffer in case he tries to escape.
Mhm.
And at this point, I will take my spear back.
So it's a no on the punching machine.
No, but I love the idea for future uses, perhaps.
Okay. You saw how good my ladder was, though, right?
That was a very good ladder. You still have that thing, right?
Well, it's in the bag. You
Oh,
have
yes,
it.
you put it in. I have it. Oh, correct. Beautiful.
So we walk 10 minutes, and then Malevich knocks him out. Yes?
Yes, that'll work.
Good.
Did you take all of his weapons?
No.
I'll leave that up to you, Yara.
No.
Godric, darling. Oh, 12.
Yes?
come here, come here.
Yes, my honeyed mushroom.
Honeyed mushroom.
That's cute.
I give a glare over to, like, Arcelia, like, help me.
Oh, Arcelia I take out my notebook and I need mushroom. Yara, I wanted to get a better look at you.
Yes. Might I see your weaponry? And I will hold both hands out.
She can't stop talking about you.
So he like super fast draws 2 hatchets, spins them around in his hands, and he like does a combat pose.
Okay, yes, love it, beautiful. Might I hold on to them? Just to look at the inscriptions and whatnot on them, the etchings, everything.
Diplomacy check.
Can I help as I take out my notebook and very clearly start sketching the power pose?
23 total.
Okay.
Unless Arcelia is in fact helping, in which case...
So I rolled the wrong thing there for Sakuachi to guide you, but it's the same roll. So still pretty fucking good. Okay. Are you helping then, Arcelia? You can
yes.
also make a
I'm playing up
diplomacy
the admiration here. That's a 20.
Okay. Yeah, Gondrick just hands over his weapons. 4 hatchets.
Beautiful, beautiful. And do you have any other weaponry or things that might be worth noting?
You can see he's thinking for a second. And then he starts to unfasten his codpiece.
Oh no.
It's Gondrick's weapon.
I see. I meant more along the lines of something you could stab someone with.
Yes.
Not in a sexual way. Just in general, like a knife or a sword or something like that. Arrows. Just wanted to be sure. Okay.
No.
Hold on to these for our dear darling. Yes.
Yes, I can do that. Didn't Adronis say that his member was a sword once?
Mm-hmm.
You too.
I present the drawing that I've made. I roll a 15 on crafting.
Okay.
What do you think, Godric? It's you. See the codpiece?
Isn't it beautiful?
Does not look like God. Godric is much taller than this.
Nah, 1 second. And I'll draw a tree in the background just to make him look even taller.
Yeah.
The face is not right.
Alright, I'll work on it.
We must go. Why are we wasting time?
We will go. Let's just go. And to be clear, I would have also taken my rapier out and popped it back on my side.
Sure. With Sakuachi's aid, you continue your way to the Smiling Wolves camp, eventually coming across the familiar exterior. There are guards there as you approach. They sort of have weapons ready as they see you sort of approaching. Now, are you doing the thing that you talked about? Are you sort of knocking Godric out? What are you doing?
What's the time frame right now?
Somebody make an int check.
Intelligence?
I can do that.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah. Definitely should not.
I have +0.
Oh, maybe I should.
Oh, that's one with the hero point.
Okay, re-rolling a 6 with a hero point.
22.
That was my roll.
Arashtak, you think that you've gotten here with just a little bit of time to spare, maybe.
Like a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep track of time without like a reasonable timepiece, and with all of the strange redirections and things that Sakuachi has to do to kind of keep you all on track to get back to the Smiling Wolves camp. It's really difficult, but you manage it.
Yes, we have a few minutes at most.
All right. Godric,
Yes.
would you like to give me a hug?
Yes.
And I'm looking over at Malavik. And as he comes in for a hug, I mouth, "Do it."
Yeah, I'll take both hands and I'm gonna club him in the back of the head.
Yeah, and I'm holding him in an embrace, so if he tries to break free, I'm grappling him.
A 25. Oh, thank God it wasn't lethal. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you clonk him on the back of the head.
I spit on him.
Ugh. I'll brush my leathers off and my skirt off.
I'll begin to tie him up when he's on the ground.
The
I take out my robe for you.
Smiling wolf
Thank you.
guards sort of like look at each other as you approach.
What is the meaning of this?
We bought you a present.
That is Goldrock. That is Goldrock.
They like rush over, a little bit wary of what's going on.
Those are the same ones that Matt said that it would. They were working together with us. Yes.
Could you bring us mats, please?
Go get mats. I will watch them.
See one of them rush off.
Thank the gods I don't have to do that shit anymore.
There we go.
Exceptional, Yara.
Don't expect that ever again. That was miraculous. Ugh.
It
Can,
doesn't look like you
scrap
were
of-
enjoying it. And then I'll go for a drink.
I think we can.
I'm a good actor.
Go ahead and give Yara a hero point for that.
Woo!
Thank you.
Good job.
Well done. A lot of really lucky rolls as well. That was well rolled. So, Matt's like will sort of rush over. He just looks down at the ground, then just looks at you all and starts bursting out laughing. And he's half bent over, he's slapping his knees, laughing so hard. He's wiping tears from his eyes.
That was fast! Already you have captured Goldrock!
Your friends aren't there, but we might want to have a discussion, and you might want to have him all tied up and captured somewhere.
I think we can arrange that.
Very good.
And yeah, Mats will direct the guards to kind of like help sort of grab Godrak, who's like, concussed as you are, welcomed back into the camp.
That was very fast. I expected it to take most of the day. What are you doing now?
Well, we pulled off something incredible that probably won't ever happen again. We were able to charm Godrak to not only free everyone that he had held captive. None of yours were there. Simply Sakawachi's friend was. But we also got information. He had his guards strip in front of us and give us all of their golden outfits. What else? Did I miss anything?
They said they sent a runner for more backup to attack this camp.
Yes, so you might either want to move your camp or be prepared to fight, or perhaps leave Skywatch for now. They are bringing a horde of hobgoblins that might try to kill you.
You might be able to get more information from Godric.
Yes, that is now a new opportunity for this. Thank you for the help. That is most kind.
I suppose it will be returned in favor.
I'll smile over
Of course, I have already said we are mercenaries, we are business people. You help us, we help you.
Very good.
Our original agreement will be, of course, honored.
I have a question, Mats. Do you know anything about a market?
Yes. This is something that we have already discussed. This is where we believe the one known as the Nige, the mystic market. It is the merchant square.
Yes.
That is where my men saw her.
Excellent. I will look to Yara. Do you think that will be our next course?
Yes, I mean, we are still very fit to go and search. None of us took any sort of damage or used any sort of spells or anything other than my flute. We are very well prepared to go and continue with the arrangements if you all are good to go.
We are prepared, but... And I will look to Sakawachi and their injured companion.
What was the name of the companion again? I'm sorry.
Ulikuk.
Ulekuk. Are you prepared to join us, to guide us?
She looks a bit, she looks like she's struggling with the decision. She looks towards Mats and say, "Are you able to take care of him? I'm worried for his safety. He was beaten up quite badly."
Would you like for me to take a look at him?
Please.
All right.
Sakawachi will sort of assist you with this as well. She was trying to get you guys back here as quickly as possible to get to like a safe place where
to check on him.
Yeah. Okay, you can make a you can do a treat wounds, or you can just do a medicine check or whatever.
Yes, I'll do treat wounds at an expert level. That is a 22.
Okay.
So that will
Yeah,
that
you
will
treat
be,
his wounds.
or 29 for 22 healing. Pardon me.
Right. He's been beaten up like pretty bad. You know, he's got like some probably some broken bones that you're able to kind of like splint up and get him sorted. He probably has some like minor fractures, but nothing like horrible. He doesn't like have like a you know, like a horrific breaks or anything like that. He doesn't have like a bone sticking through his skin or anything. So you're able to kind of like patch him up, get some bandages on him, and splint him up after about 10 minutes with Sakawachi.
Excellent. All right, it'll take some time for those to heal properly. I'll be able to possibly help you more at a later time, but for now that will have to do. Are you all right?
I am all right. I would like to go with you as long as Mats believes that Ulikuk will be safe here.
He will be fine. Don't worry, we have plenty of guards here, and we will take care of him. Do not worry. As long as you are doing work for us, we will treat you like one of our own.
Very good. Now, that runner was sent out, Rostak, I'm not sure if you said the time span, but it was about a day ago. I'm not sure how long until they get to wherever it is they're going, but they are not inside of Skywatch.
Godrak said 3 days, but I do not know if that was to get there and back, or if it was
to get there and then 3 days back, but 3 days was mentioned. I would assume that is when they will return. That is the safest assumption.
And you're saying this out loud so that Mats can hear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Matt says,
3 days. Well, we will have to be quick then. That is good information.
we will see what we can also learn from Godrank. Perhaps they will be a bit more willing to speak up. If worst case scenario, we will see if we can close the gates of Skywatch and not allow them entry. And then we will have all the time in the world to take what this place has to offer, unless they bar the river. But we shall see. We shall keep our scouts active. Thank you again for the information.
Of course. Alright.
Do you have any alchemists in town that might have some sort of knocking out powder?
We do not have much in the way of alchemy supplies here. Most of my men are mercenaries, fighters, and such.
Well, on that note, do you perhaps have any weaponry that will suit us should we end up getting into any sort of altercations while trying to recover your men?
We have already given you supplies, and upon the completion of any tests, we will give you more.
That's fair.
Well, we have brought you a very valuable bargaining chip and tool. That should count for something.
Yes, you have, and we will honor the agreement that we have already come to.
Very well.
What is the plan? Where are we going first? Still many places to go. Search.
Yes.
Well, the Mystic Market is where we are to start, is it not?
Fine. Let's get
You
going
said-
before the...
Sorry, you can continue.
No, I was just saying let's get going before it gets dark.
Well, it's already dark,
maybe-
right?
oh.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It you did leave during daylight. You slept that night, so it is daytime out right now.
So, that being said, Matt, could you just refresh us on where your friends were last seen?
Oh, yes. Let us see here. Well, we had thought that that one of our people, Hisoi, was investigating the hobgoblins. We would have thought that they were at the Grey Post, but if you did not see them there, I'm not sure. It is possible that they followed the ones that left.
What did Goldrax say about the market? He mentioned it. Did he see people there, I think, is what he said.
Deniki, I believe, was the one that was supposedly near the Mystic Market. And then there was Polmak, which was another friend. I believe they were seen leaving the city gates, is that correct?
Yes. That is correct.
Do you know which gate it was?
Yes, the main Skywatch gates, not the gates over the river. We have control over the lock house for each of those gates.
I see. So what do we all think then? Mystic Market?
Well,
Sounds
yes.
good to me.
I believe that we should go to the market.
Oh yeah, perhaps like we can, buy some supplies and stuff, Maybe they have some good potions and things.
Is it an active market or abandoned?
I mean, it's got market in the name. It's kind of like a punch in the gut if they don't have stuff that we can buy.
Well, there might be leftover goodies.
Right.
It sounded like, from what Godrak had said, that there was some bartering, perhaps? He was planning on trading the prisoner. Someone is doing something out of it. Perhaps time is of the essence.
So, you're saying we should sell Godric in the market?
No.
Like a slave or something? That's pretty
no.
horrible, Artelia.
No.
That is not what I was implying.
Okay.
No, we should go to the market. Check it out, see what's going on there, if we can find anyone. And then, I believe it was the gates that someone else was supposed to be, so it's an easy way to circle around.
Yes.
All right.
I would like to keep in mind that the hobgoblins may not be the only threats that are here.
Guess we'll need to find out more about these newcomers, so to speak.
Yes.
All right.
That seems like a plan.
So then, Sakuachi,
Yes.
are you prepared to lead the way?
Before we go, Sakawachi, is there any way you could teach maybe Arcelia how to read the stars, or how you go about your way? That way we don't have to bring you every time we go into danger.
I appreciate the concern, but I believe that our fates are entwined. I will take responsibility for my own safety.
You carry on then.
As we begin to head out, I will ask Arashtok, may I get 2 of those hatchets that we took off of Godrak?
Oh, yes, I have no purpose for them. Malevich, would you like the others?
Can they be thrown?
Yes, they are well balanced.
Yes, I would like one. I've been holding on to this rune that I bought, and I was able to put it on anything.
Ah,
Oh yeah, once we get some time, I can put that rune on for you.
Excellent. That way, when I throw this, it can return to me just as much as your spear does it for you.
I will give 2 to each of you.
These are just regular hatchets.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Thank you. And I will take up the rear in the marching order.
I'll be in the middle.
Okie doke.
I guess I'll be in front with Sakawachi.
And I will be close to those 2 in the front.
Very well. Okay, Sakuachi will use some astronomy to lead the way. Okay.
And I'm not sure if you want to apply this still or anything, but I did say earlier that any time Sakuachi would be doing any of these sorts of checks, I would be happy to guide her throughout the process.
Okay. You can... I think this will be an occultism roll for you.
Oh no, I'm going to use guidance on her.
Oh. Right. This is just a +1?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it... DM... Would it perhaps be reasonable that in asking questions and being generally curious about this whole process, that it helps Sakuachi focus on this topic and therefore might help her in.
You can help. This will be an occultism.
Yeah. 23.
Nice.
Okay. Need to just check something really quickly here. Sorry.
I will actually move towards the front then, and as I'm speaking with Sakawachi, I take out my journal. I strike notes down. I observe the stars alongside her.
This is... I forget what the actual name for this is. I know you're helping. But what's the actual name for this? This is...
Aid?
Aid, okay.
DC 20 check to give a +1 circumstance. Crit success is +2.
Okay. It's a very good thing that both of you did that, because that is the exact number that was needed.
Let's go.
You needed a 25. Because this is daytime and it is harder to do this during the day, or when it is cloudy. Okay, so there's a few moments where you get like turned around for a second, but as you're helping and whatnot, you manage to assist Sakuachi and stay on track. Man, this place is fucky. It's so weird walking on these roads and then like just turning around the way that you think you just came and going back that way, only to realize that that is the way you need to go. And it happens several times where you just get like turned around. If you like constantly stare up at the sky, it will sometimes do the thing where it's like rotating. You know, like if you're just like rotating your camera in a game or something, you know, and you like if you're looking up at the sky in Skyrim, you're just like seeing the sky like rotate and shit, and you're like standing still. It's really off-putting, and it definitely like fucks with you. If you feel like your character has like any motion sickness, it's probably like acting up a little bit, you know. As you will eventually make your way to the Mystic Market. As you spend some time walking to the Mystic Market, probably takes you like half an hour to an hour, something along those lines. You can see the cobblestone streets connecting to this open air market from each cardinal direction. Wooden storefronts line the perimeter of the market plaza, in the center of which stands a one-story wooden building with a wooden door. To the west, an empty stone fountain waits opposite the tents and carts that scatter the plaza's eastern side. A low, pained moaning echoes from the square's northeastern corner.
Do you all hear that?
Yes.
That is my stomach.
No other than your stomach.
No.
Arcelia, Malefic, do you see anything?
I can check.
I can take a perception
I'll
check.
go a little.
I will look around. 24.
Okay. Arcelia, as your group starts to come across the market and you see these things, there's a distinct feeling that there is like a trap set up here. Maybe you see some eyes looking through some windows and things, some lights snuffed out as you approach the market.
Hold. Something's wrong. I think this might be an ambush.
Good. Do we see anything, a device or anything of any sort, or do I need to make another perception check?
There's no device, but
I will point out the direction. Someone was watching us, and they do not want to be seen.
there's some like tents and stuff that are set up. Where are the people? Like, there's obvious signs that somebody was camping here.
Well, they have seen us. It is not likely that we will be able to remain hidden afterwards, no? If we try to hide.
Shall we invite them in to conversation?
They likely know that we know now, since we have stopped.
What direction?
Over there.
I'll slowly start walking that way.
For all intents and purposes, you are coming in from the eastern side. You can see that there are some tents and things that have various colors. There's also some like market stall flaps, you know, that are kind of like flapping just in some gentle breezes passing through. There are two buildings on either side, on north and south, on the path that you are walking in towards this area from the east.
Are there any signs of who might have been here? Specifically, any objects that might seem hobgoblin in design?
You don't see any
humanoids? Are there any animal droppings in the street?
There are not.
Okay.
There's again this one-story building kind of in the central like plaza area, and in the plaza you can see that there's like some tents and things like that, and just like flapping cloth in the wind.
They know we're here. We just call out to them? Is that the plan?
Or I could go knocking on doors.
Yeah, we should stay together in case there are others hidden.
You mentioned something about trade, but we mentioned the one who was going to trade's name.
I do not think they did. Calling out may be the best plan.
All right.
It is assumed that they wanted to have Ulikuk return to them, yes? Since they wanted to make a deal with the ones in the square here. Or the market.
Let's see what they have to say.
Yes. Then we can pull that out if we need to.
I will lift my head. Hello! We would like to trade. Is anyone here?
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay, I'm kind of good at this.
Might I be able to assist her? So actually, I will guide her.
Okay.
Guide me, baby. I need that guidance.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So 19.
20.
I think I'm going to reroll that.
Wait, so 20 with guidance.
I only rolled an 8. My bonus is 11. I feel like I could do better.
I said
20?
the same thing, but I believe in you.
Do we want to stick with the 20? It's Christmas. Let it rain. 21. Okay.
22 total then.
All right.
Okay. So as you're like walking down this like quiet like cobblestones just kind of like echoing off the buildings nearby, there's no response for a second. And then you hear...
What sort of trade?
Depends. What is it that you want? What do you have? This is our first time in the market.
And we might have some things that you would be interested in.
Such as?
Weapons.
Information. We are travelers that have been between planes. We might have things of interest.
Please make a deception check. Oh no!
I mean, that's true. We've been through some portals. We were on
plenty of shit.
Sure.
I have paintings and herbs from other
And having
planes.
participated in this, might I aid her?
You can definitely aid.
You put us on a planet made out of flesh, okay?
I did. You can. It's just the terminology of the planes, but I guess you have been to another plane. Go ahead and make another diplomacy check, and Yara, you can make one too.
29.
23.
Okay. You can send out one to trade. We shall also send out one.
Narthkessa, you're probably better the one to do it, yes?
Yes.
Arashtak, you wanted to do it?
No.
Well, if I have to run, I have a better chance of escaping. No
I can do
offense,
it.
Yara.
No,
Hey.
none taken. You feel free.
I look down at your dress. It's a bit difficult for you to run in that, isn't it?
I'm getting better at it. I mean, the more you wear it, the more you run in it.
I don't mean it as a skill.
I mean, I've been
thing.
jumping and I've been climbing. I've been doing all sorts of things in this.
You are quite limber. Yes, I've noticed.
We stick to the task.
Yes. Certainly.
Sorry, we were having a moment. Wait, Malefic, you want to do it? Is that what you're saying?
No.
I think Arcelia's words may...
Are you afraid I'm going to tell them I'm not going to sell a mask of any sort?
I mean, you made a shopkeeper cry, essentially, before.
I told him exactly what you told me.
Oh, you terrified him. He almost shit himself. In fact, I think he did.
That may work here.
No.
I think we should give Malefic a chance. We are part of a team, after all. And if things go
Perhaps
poorly...
we send two.
I've been working on this. Give me the items.
I've shouted out, perhaps we send two, and that's like for both for everybody to hear.
Mm-hmm. Two then.
There we go. Crisis averted, and Malefic, you get to participate.
I'll follow
Give me the
your
bag.
lead.
I take out the 15 paintings and hand them to Malefic.
As soon as you start taking them out, I would advise, no, we don't want to show them what we have quite yet. We should
I also
speak
said
first.
weapons and...
Well,
All
Do
right.
you wish to have my bag then?
Yeah.
If that's all right with you.
I take off the bag of holding and hand it to you.
just be careful what you do with that bag.
Arcelia, you hold it. Strap it to yourself. If
All right.
need be, I will...
I'm just picturing, like, if we have to run and we're holding 15 paintings, it's going to be really hard to run away.
Yes, keep it in the bag and
Yeah.
on your body. And if
I will
something happens, I will... Well,
There.
It'll look like me
My
coming
belt.
back from the grocery store. Literally every single bag in one trip.
My toxic trait.
I'm definitely that guy.
I'll lead the
One
way
trip
slowly.
early. All right, let's go. We
So-
begin to start forward.
Yeah, each step just like echoes off the cobblestones and the wood buildings around. You can see that there are two figures that make their way from the south. You could probably hear like a door close, like, and stepping out, you see a large sort of blonde man wearing some heavy furs and leathers and things, long hair, and there is another man with long hair wearing like a hat and sort of like a cloak that's been wrapped around his neck.
I have a question. Arcia, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot. Wait, no, hold on. Details. 7 foot tall.
All right, I'm 6'7". How tall are these men?
Probably around 6 feet, something like that.
Good. All right, I'll walk up to them and I'll just
You
stand.
can see them.
And,
That's what I'm getting at. You can see them.
we can. Yeah. I was just.
They're
pointing
6
for those.
feet tall.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk over.
Okay. As you approach, you can see the blonde one sort of like lean just slightly over, whisper something to the other one.
I'll cross my
I'll
arms
mimic the same, but I won't say
under my
anything to Arcia.
massive titties.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to go and say something to Arcia, and I saw that, and I just stared, and then I snapped to and pulled back.
Okay. As you approach, you can see there's like a building on the north side and the south side. Building on the north side has a door on the to the street on the path that you're on. The building on the south has a window at the corner of the building that is facing the street that you're walking down right now.
All right. That'll be far enough. My name is Turner. What do you have to trade?
Pull out. I'll ask Arcia to open the bag, or actually, we'll keep it on Arcia, and I'll fumble around until I feel like, God, we have so much shit. I'll pull out one of the weapons, I guess. What do we have? We have long swords, we have hatchets, so I'll pull out a long sword. We have many.
Paintings, drake stakes, herbs from a different plane of existence.
They look at each other a bit wide-eyed. Make a diplomacy check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
25.
Interesting. We might be willing to look those things over.
What do you have?
We've found some things around this market that might be of interest. There's some scrolls that we have. Magic, if you're interested.
Look to
Do they
Arcia.
display any of these things, or do they just say it?
They have like a bag, like a satchel kind of bag, and they just kind of like open it up. You see some papers in there.
Could I use my intuition here to see if they're lying, they're trying to deceive us?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
22.
They're definitely wary of you. This is not a safe place where they've set up camp. It's pretty stupid strategically. There's 4 ways in. Choosing a plaza as a place to like camp, not bright. If there's like a lot of mercenaries and stuff that are making their way through this town, they probably have reason to be wary. And you can definitely see them like a little skeptical, but also they look like they're very interested in getting something out of this place.
As they are showing these items, I like to pay particular attention to their hands. Can I tell if perhaps their nails are dirty with ink, or perhaps calloused from fighting with weapons?
These are like fighting people. You can tell that pretty easily. They're a little rough and tumble. You can see that they've got like a few bumps and bruises and things. Nothing like, they're not like super beaten up or anything like that, but a few like bumps and scratches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And as I look down at the items, I am very familiar with scrolls. Can I tell that these are genuine scrolls or just pieces of paper?
Definitely have to get a better look. You're not sure.
Can I get a closer look at one of these?
Let's all agree to have our weapons stowed.
I'll put the greatsword up, but the hatchet is on my hip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they leave their weapons sort of sheathed. You can see that the other one has I think a crossbow, but let me just double check. The one with the hat has a hatchet as well, and also looks like a sling with like a bag of bullets next to it. The one that is that you were talking with, that has identified themselves as Tenor, has a greatsword and a short bow on their back and is wearing scale mail.
And I currently have my weapons away. I'll fold one of my hands behind my back and lean in.
All right.
Okay, I would like to get a closer look at this scroll to see if it's genuine.
Check out the scroll. The other one nods. Starts to take out the scroll. Holds it up.
What do my orc eyes see?
Please roll me a d20.
D20, not an arcana?
7.
Now make me an arcana check.
25.
Okay. 7. Let's see what you got. So a 25 arcana. Just glancing over this, it appears to be a scroll of enlarge.
Ooh, alright. I will lean back and I'll give Malefic an approving nod.
Good. What is the price on your items? Trade-wise. I'll present the blade that I pulled out and let them get a closer look as well. But my hand is over the hilt.
For a scroll like this, we'll take 40 gold pieces. Or, if you have more items to trade, a longsword alone won't do it.
Of course. I was showing you the quality of the items that we have. We have plenty. You just have to name your amount, and we will negotiate whether that's fair.
As I said, about 40 gold pieces.
I'll begin to pull out paintings. To what I think would be a fair amount. We got the whole set. They wanted 10 gold, right? And we were
Lost
like,
your
no
lure.
way, right?
Oh, they wanted 100. They were going to give you 100 gold pieces for all 15.
Oh, okay.
For my
never
garbage rolls.
Never mind.
How many paintings? 15?
15.
Yes.
You can show 40 pieces worth.
That's up to you. How much do you think that is?
I'll
What
take 2
other-
paintings out. The sword and these 2.
These are from another plane of existence. You could probably fetch a fine penny for this.
They both kind of
No.
like look at each other. They're like really skeptical of what you're saying, right?
I will step in and illustrate the tale of Kniva the Slim and how these chronicle parts of his life. I'll show how they are enchanted and they wibble wobble.
Sure. Make a diplomacy check.
26.
What do you think? They could be some kind of magically enchanted paintings. I mean, they do move. Yeah, it has to be some kind of magic. All right.
As they're
the long sword
discussing,
and 2 paintings.
I would like to lean back to Malevich so they can't hear me. Malevich, I think these individuals are not that bright. I don't know if you noticed, but we are in a literal crossroad. It is strategically unsound to set up camp here.
Yes, they have less tactical prowess as hobgoblins.
That's something to keep in mind. Perhaps we are not in as much danger as we originally thought.
Yeah,
But I
like
don't
to
see
keep
any.
my guard up, then down.
No prisoners, though.
Once we make a fair trade, and I'll like look back and I'll nod, we can then.
You do still hear that moaning coming from what appears to be the building to the northeast.
Originally, we came here for what? We were looking
friend.
for someone. So
As,
we can offer better trade for that.
As I begin to hand over the 2 paintings and the longsword, I will say, this is likely worth more than 40 gold, but perhaps you can consider the extra as a tip.
We do have to carry all those things out. Bulky items can be a little bit more difficult to deal with, and paintings aren't exactly easy to carry around. How did you manage? They're sort of like eyeing you up and down, trying to figure out where all this stuff came from. Because it's not making too much sense to them how you would just be hauling these paintings around.
2 paintings and a long sword, and we are quite capable. Do you not see our size? Plus, we have others.
We have our ways.
Suppose you
What
do.
is that moaning?
Who knows?
Sounds like a bigger trade to me. I'll cut the bullshit. We are looking for companions.
Are you?
I
now?
see you are here in the market. At a crossroad. Maybe open for venturing travelers. Maybe the misguided. Maybe those that get lost. That is none of our business, but what we would like to do is to know if you have any information on whereabouts our said companion might be.
Well, perhaps if we make some more trades, I might be willing to part with such information.
I just look towards us here.
I'll take one painting out and hold it out. A generous tip, then.
And I'll act it up like, wait, that's not that one. That one is more worth than the others.
Oh, you're right. This is the first one.
Either a deception or a performance check.
Okay.
I got a +3. I don't.
20.
Woo!
Okay, Arcelia, I'm assuming you're helping.
Yeah. Do I have to roll the same one? Performance?
It would be performance or deception.
Okay, they're the same.
Okay.
Will I reroll? No, I won't. Okay.
Okay. They say, not a bad tip.
Fine, Arcelia. But first, you give us some information. We honor our word.
Okay. What kind of information?
I told you already we're looking for a companion. Did you have anyone come through here with... And I'll look towards Arcelia.
They look at each other and they laugh like a little bit. Yeah, we did.
Furs on their body. I don't know if they'll be on a namesake. But we'll describe that kind of what Sakawachi looks like in their dress, since they all have similar dressing.
Tenor takes out a pipe and lights it. Yeah. Sounds familiar.
My patience is being tested, but I hold it back. We would like to see this companion and trade for said companion.
Fair enough. What else can you offer?
So I see you.
He'll also growl a little back. You are beginning to test our patience. We have been nothing but respectful and generous with our tips.
I'll unstrap the lance off of my body. This is quite impressive. The make and model you will not find anywhere on Galarian.
I will share the story of where it came from the memory vaults under a faraway place called Laskialua.
They look
Part
at each
of
other.
a magical trap.
Obviously, like, half bewildered by this story that you're telling them, half like, okay, whatever. It's a fucking lance, dude. You know, like...
But does it look like anything was made on... I mean, it came from a different place.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, it's kind of, you know, it's a bit, you know, it was just a bit dirty as well. Like, you guys kind of pulled it out of the trash, basically, in that memory cache. And I don't think anybody's really cleaned it up or anything. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a bit dilapidated. So they're like, okay, you know, they're rolling their eyes and stuff like that. Like you're merchants almost, you know. They're expecting a little bit of a haggle here. Okay. Yeah, we can probably use that. What else?
I'm looking at to a lot more items. We have crossbows. We have hold on, let me look. I have tons of stuff in my inventory. Well, not in my inventory, but
in my bag we have even
Okay,
more
we
stuff. Yeah, we've got like hide armor, wooden shields, steel shields, yada yada. There's a lot.
I can list what I have in mind too, because I have a hide armor, the bow from the hobgoblin arrows.
I have 5 wooden shields. I have where is the armor? 4 sets of hide armor.
Plenty of hide armor.
Yeah.
By looking at these individuals, obviously one is in scale mail, but the other ones, how do they look? Do they look poorly equipped?
Yeah, the other one does, yeah.
Yeah. So I would pull out hide armor. Look like you could use this. Tell them from your situation.
That one is in hide armor as well, I think. Let me check. No, studded leather. It doesn't look like the best, though. Like, it's pretty run down. You know, it's not, like, well-maintained or anything. Okay. Let's see. We'll take the shields and the hide armor. And do you have any more of those paintings?
One more painting. You understand that these are highly sought after.
Make it 2 and we'll call it a deal.
2 paintings only.
With the hide
Without the
armor
rest of the stuff.
and the shields. This is a person we're talking about.
You're right. In what condition
All
is
of
that
this
person in?
just to look at them?
What I say is that I would like to see this person first. We'll give you half. We'll hold the paintings until we see them.
That's fair.
I'll hand over the lance and the shields. And actually I'll hand over 1 shield and 1 hide armor. Bring them out. I do not trade the corpses.
They're not quite a corpse. We don't have to bring them out. Walk up to the window over there.
You said a fair deal. You bring them out.
You're closer.
Look at Arcelia. I'm getting impatient.
I am not hiding my frustration. You can see it written all over my face. Fine. I will step over and look through the window.
Sure. Make a perception check.
23.
Walking up to the window, you can see somebody lying on the ground. They kind of look like they are in the throes of a bad dream. They are moving around, they are wearing furs, and they look like they are wearing very similar clothing and style to Ulikuk and Sakawachi.
What's wrong with them?
She's having a bad dream.
What did you do?
We didn't do anything. Well, not exactly.
Does this look like when we made camp and we would be visited with those terrible dreams? Does it seem more like that or something else?
I don't think you can really tell. They're definitely like... Okay. They're definitely like unconscious and sort of, you know, turning.
Because we know that so far every one of these people have been marked the same way as us, correct?
You don't. You know that Sakawachi has the mark. Who she claimed her father gave her that mark for protection on her hand.
Okay.
How are they?
They're under some kind of influence. Drug, maybe. They are not well.
We have a healer. And one that can read such conditions. We would like to bring them to check on our companion. If they are not in any immediate danger, we will make the trade and we will take this one and leave you be.
I will take another diplomacy check.
You got
Right.
this. Yeah, just nat 20. Oh my
I would
god!
like to re-roll this.
That is a natural 1 being rerolled.
Yeah, I should not be making diplomacy checks. 16.
I would like to help.
Okay, you can try and aid.
25.
Items first, and then you can look all you want. I assure
I did
you,
not say.
they're alive.
Well, I said I would like to take them for the trade.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with them once we get our stuff.
Fine. I walk up to Arcelia and I will collect the items.
Yeah, I hand over the paintings, the items, and then I'll gesture Yara to come forward.
Yeah, take them.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Was there anyone else?
Anyone else? Oh, we've got plenty of people.
Did the sounds of pain come from this direction?
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
There's a smile across Turner's face.
What's your occupation?
I'm a guide.
You read this area.
As best as one can. I'm sure you've experienced it. Strange here. Some kind of magic.
Yes. Yara, Rashta.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm sure Karun will probably just follow at this point. In there.
Karun is in the shadows.
Good.
Right.
Very good.
So,
I go to where he points.
you walk up to the door on the northern building. You can see that the storefront where you approach has a sign jutting down from the awning. It reads Celestia's Place in a decorative hand. As you approach the door, you can see there are sort of like naked dress dummies and unspooled bolts that you can see like through the window and through the door. The door opens as you push on it, and you can see that there is a person in there wearing a woolen kind of base layer of clothing and is shivering in the fetal position on the floorboards.
I will rush over to them. She's alright. She's alright. Let me have a look at you, alright?
They're non-responsive.
I'm gonna take a look at them. How bad do they look?
Take a medicine check.
I will re-roll that. What is it, 11?
13 being
Or 13.
re-rolled.
17.
Can't quite tell what's wrong, Yara. They are non-responsive.
In the meantime, I will take the furs off that I have and I will wrap them in it. I cannot tell what is wrong with them. Do you sense any sort of the arcane on them?
I will detect magic in here.
Nope.
I was thinking so anyway, and no. No magic.
What's the range on that, by the way?
60 feet now that I have reach.
And does it go through walls?
Let me see.
Because I know in like D&D they have like a limit. It's like some strict stuff.
Yes. Detect magic there. Let's see. It doesn't
I'm looking at it.
specify. I posted.
Okay, Detect Magic is a spell in Pathfinder 2 that can penetrate barriers. However, it can be blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. There's a bunch of different materials stopping you from sort of investigating the entire area around you. But this immediate area doesn't seem to have anything.
Yeah. No magic on them or in the immediate area.
Right. And I didn't notice any sort of injuries or anything that would imply that they need any stitching or suturing, anything.
Nope.
Something mental or... I wouldn't be able to detect magic that has affected them, most likely.
Let me see. I'm just reading a spell for myself right now.
I'll turn to... What is his name again? I'm sorry.
Turner.
Turner, that's right. And I'll say, you said that they were in a nightmare of some sort. Do you know about, or do you have anyone around here that knows anything about what's going on?
Oh, definitely. We didn't do that.
I'll look over at the group and I'll relay what they said.
Nightmare.
Were they... What are their symptoms so far that you've noticed?
Symptoms? Do I look like I'm some kind of cleric? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, you'd notice if there was puking, shaking...
They were shaking on the ground and... yeah. Look, are we done here?
No, you said you had someone here that could tell us what's going on with this one, did you not?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, but they're definitely here.
Good.
How many tents are set up in the area?
There's a bunch, for sure. And you definitely saw some looks through some windows and things, Arcelia. You are 100% not alone.
Might I attempt a restoration on this person?
Sure. How does the restoration work in this game in comparison to 5e?
It lists toxins, clumsy, enfeebled, or stupefied.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see what we can tell you. Okay. And you are casting the spell?
I mean, I would have... we didn't learn anything from medicine, and I was thinking of perhaps seeing if there was anything that I could recall in terms of arcane knowledge, but I don't think I would really know anything. So yes.
Okay. You cast this spell. What does this look like when you cast Restoration?
Well, I was already fumbling with, the clothes, trying to see if I could find anything. I will place both of my hands on the individual, and I will look at them, and both of us will begin to glow and radiate with a golden light as the energy that I'm sending into them, my oracular powers, sends an even further chill down their spine. but hopefully will help restore them to their senses.
Yes, you can see them sort of shake violently as you cast this spell.
It's all right.
And then they sort of uncurl from the fetal position. Blink their eyes. Look around a bit blearily for a moment. And look up towards you. What? Who are you? What is going on?
Relax, relax.
I'll signal over Sakawachi.
Sakawachi, like, stays kind of low, like a bit like a very wearily, like, rushing forward. Deniki? Deniki? Sakawachi? Sakawachi! It's so good to see you. Oh, you're alive. Yes. Who are they? They are friends. Friends. Here in Skywatch. What is going on? We were hoping you could tell us. I drank something. I was offered some tea. She sort of looks around. Where are my things? My weapons? Where are my clothes? We don't know. Denigi starts to stand up. Can we trust them? Yes. And who are they? You can see Denigi take on like a more aggressive posture. And she looks over towards Turner and the other. They look familiar. And you can see Turner and this other bandit kind of like look at each other. Hey, none of our business. We're not the ones who did it. Where are your friends then? That's between you and them. Look, if we're done trading here, you can go about your business.
Are there others, or is it just you? As I'll say to Deniki.
There were more here.
I look towards Isaiah.
You have other prisoners?
Prisoners? No.
Guests.
Guests? Well, I suppose it depends on what you mean by guests. No, we don't have either.
Your call, Isaiah.
We have associates, if that's what you mean.
Is that what you call this? And I'll gesture to the room in general.
Oh no.
Well,
You have
So
your
we all
party,
know.
and we have ours. You're being watched right now. You can rest assured there are weapons pointed at you in case the trade went sour. Where are my things? Hey, look, I told you, it wasn't us. We had nothing to do with your situation. Your friends
Liv.
here just bought some information from us, that's all.
I told them where you were.
Live to fight another day, Denigi. Materialistic things can be replaced. We need to leave. Unless, and I'll look towards Arcia again.
You can see Arcelia is squirming. She wants to beat the shit out of this guy. She is holding back with her lips are twitching.
Here's what I'll say, is that when you spoke with Mats suggested that there were definitely other mercenaries and things around, and it, Mats is not going to complain if the mercenaries are gone.
Of course. I'm just staring at Arcia.
You hear knuckles cracking in the background.
Arcelia draws her spear and says, "How dare you think that someone can just be bought with things?" Put this guy in the fucking ground. Yes.
You draw your sword, and Turner says, "Hey, look, everybody's got to make some money." And as he holds out his hands like this, he whistles. "And let's bring you over here to the Mystic Market."
It wouldn't be Christmas without a little bit of blessing.
Yeah! A little bit of red snow, baby.
Alrighty.
Jingle all the way.
To your grave.
Grave bells jingle, yeah. That's better. That's much better, yes. Very good.
See. Say Karun is about there. Arashtak and Yara, you were tending to the Negi.
Yes.
And where's Sakawachi? Sakawachi would be right here. Let's say.
Does Danegi look as though they are of the agile variety, or do they look bulky?
With your medicine check, you were more concerned about if they were going to die. Hard to say.
Okay. They didn't mention, they just said their stuff, right? They didn't say any particular items or anything?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody, please
Me with the bag of holding.
select your tokens and roll initiative. This will be perception-based. Perception-based.
Ooh.
Hey, I rolled my lucky number.
Question is it lucky for everybody else?
Wait, did mine not work?
Not high.
You rolled
selected my
regular
token.
perception.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
So dumb.
The buttons are literally
Okay.
right next to each other. You're good.
Oh.
Okay. Karuni roll.
Every time Malavik looked at Arcelia was like tapping her foot, just shaking.
Whoa.
It's just a casual 30. What are you worried about?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay.
That was one of theirs, right? Not Danegi?
Huh?
Gulp.
Let's see. Where is Denise? I'm gonna have to roll this one manually. Oh no, I made a sheet. Okay, cool. Cool. Of course, Denigi has no items. Alrighty.
If only I mentioned it before that I have all the things for them.
You did, but they have not had a chance to actually get any of those things. All right. Turner will sort of signal to some others. You definitely can hear the sounds of some things happening. As you draw your sword, Arcelia.
Spear.
Your spear, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There are some things that are going to happen first. So, you hear the windows shatter on the building to the south, and someone will launch a bullet from a sling towards you. .28 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 bludgeoning damage. Whips this, essentially a small, like rock, that hits you. And next, we're gonna have the one that is not visible get into position. This other one's gonna do something. Okay, you're in regular turn order now. Turner has drawn a greatsword and will rush up towards Malavik, I think. Greatsword for greatsword. And will rush forward. Or I'm sorry, great axe. Great axe. My apologies. With a great axe, and will attack you, Malavik.
Oh. I hit, but someone was asking for the battle map.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits. No crit.
Okay, and this is for 12 slashing damage. And a second attack is a miss with a 10. Whoosh. And you manage to dodge out of the way after that first attack. Turner just kind of like withdraws the axe and then tries to bring it down, but you raise your greatsword up to block the next one. Sakuachi will cast Bless.
Uh-oh.
And everybody in a 5-foot radius will get blessed. So that covers everybody except for Arcelia right now.
Yeah, so +1 to hit.
Bless is, I believe, a +1. +1 to attack rolls. Yep. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right. For my first action, I would like to exploit vulnerability. I'll make an esoteric roll against Turner. It's a 21.
Okay. 21. That might not be a success. Let me see. That is a success.
Okay. I learned of its highest weakness.
No weakness.
Okay. It will activate my personal antithesis as well. So I begin to reach into my pouch, and as I'm moving forward, I wrap a pale white string around the hilt of the spear Second action, I'll move forward. I'll actually move here, sorry.
Okay.
That way I have the bless. And third action, I will attack with my spear.
19.
That'd be a 20 to hit. Because of the bless.
That is a parried attack. You can see Turner just kind of like turn and probably like kick you in the shin as you go for the attack and just sends it like kind of like off a little bit. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That's my turn. Yes.
Arashtak.
Yes. Let's see. So what is this one looking like here? Is he different than some of the ones we saw in the windows now? One that was attending.
I mean, they're different people.
Yes, but like more of the ranged type, or is he
It's
also
not Westworld, you know, they're not like copy pasted. Just because I copy pasta them doesn't mean that they're actually identical
That's why
twins.
I'm asking. I know you're very good at this. No, like they're another melee.
They look like another mercenary. I mean, you saw them. They have a sling and a hatchet.
Okay, yeah. This is fun. Well, since this one is nice and with everyone else, I'm going to move back here for my first action, and my second, thunder rumbles above, and I attempt to send a bolt of lightning for the first, hopefully successful time in this campaign upon the one that was standing next to Turner.
Okay. This is a reflex save.
Yes, DC 19 for some of the lowest damage I could have gotten, but at least it works. 14 damage.
Yes.
Bolts down.
For the first time, Arashtak, you managed to create a sudden bolt of lightning. And what does it look like this time as you do it?
Lightning and electricity begin to spark and kind of arc between my fingers to my staff, and I hold the staff up as though a rod, collect it, and throw it out directly into them.
As the lightning strikes, they are struck by this sudden bolt for decent damage.
That is it.
Okay. Denigi has no weapons. Will sort of take on a defensive position. And is sort of like looking around wildly and says, "A weapon! A weapon! Give me something!"
My pouch is exposed.
Huh?
I look. I have a dagger on my belt you may take if that will work. I'm standing right next to them.
What kind of weapons do you use?
Yara's like trying to look through a Rolodex, you know, like looking through all your shit.
Catalog.
Yeah. And Denigi will grab the dagger off of your belt there, Arashtak, and will rush up to Turner and will try to attack with a dagger. It's a 32 to hit. Denigi is the actual fighter in their group, by the way. The actual hunter.
Holy shit.
And will score an attack for 10 piercing damage.
Level 1, by the way.
What's that?
They rolled a 1, by the way. That's minimum damage.
They rolled, yeah, that's minimum. Okay. Nice little shot on Turner. That is it for Denigi's turn.
Denigi kind of hot, you know?
This is what Denigi looks like. That all work? Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
Eyes saves lives.
Yep.
You back off. Malefic. Anyway. All right.
It's all you. You got this.
Damn, man. You're slurping up every piece of. Anyway.
No, you got this.
Okay.
He wouldn't do it. He's so against it.
Something happens in between Denise's turn and Malavic's turn.
Oh.
Okay. As Denigi attacks Turner, Denigi is struck from behind. As you see somebody start to fade in from an invisibility spell. A woman appears behind Denigi with a big smile on her face as she will attack with a sneak attack. Short sword will strike. She's going to get a bonus on this attack. 18. Now, Denigi is flat-footed. I think this is a hit. Almost positive, because she does not have any stuff right now. Yep, that is a hit. Okay. Let's see here. This is gonna be this plus... So 7 piercing plus... Another 5. 12 piercing damage as Denigi is struck from behind. This person that you did not see before stabs Denigi from behind. She yelps in pain. Ah! And Malavik, it is your turn.
A little down at the wound, I will step this way. There's a space there, is it not? Or is that a wall?
Not really. You can make a tumble through to go through that space if you want, but yeah, it's not.
This is not a space here, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's like a. I would require a check for you to move through that space. If you wanted to like fight there, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay, makes sense. I will stay here, and you'll start to see a flame burst from the wound that was caused by this Turner, and I will begin to rage. And I will strike out with my greatsword. As I lift it, it gains enough speed to ignite. As I'll slash through. 25.
That is a hit.
27 damage. 4 of that being fire.
Okay, you drive the greatsword down across Turner's leg, and he yelps in pain. Ah! As you catch a part of the where the scale armor does not cover his leg, leaving a nice size wound. Okay.
And I'll go out and I'll slash again.
Okay. This is your last
Reverse
action,
my
right?
grip. That's correct.
Yep.
Ooh, an 8.
Yeah, this time Turner does the same thing. You can see that he's like well practiced with like martial studies, you know. He's sees that you're about to attack again, maybe just like pushes you with his shoulder and just kind of throws you off a little bit as you go in for the second attack. Yara, it's your turn.
With my first action, I will wave a hand towards Malavik, and the oracular curse on my face will extend and begin to crack my skin yet again as the light starts to pour through. I'm casting lifelink on him. So you are healed for 3 healing. And then with my other hand, I will go ahead and I will cast forth a blue energy that will summon a spiritual weapon near Turner. And I will make a strike with such weapon. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is a hit. Oh yeah!
And that is 8 force damage.
Okay, spiritual weapon. I have an actual spiritual weapon token, and
it is in the form of a scythe.
Alright, you know...
That helps at all.
It doesn't.
I know, I'm sorry.
I already, you know...
Find a scythe
I've got like tokens for all of your potential weapons. I'm gonna use a lollipop. I'm gonna use a... Yeah, just have all the tokens for everything. All right.
Perfectly normal weapon.
That's
Wacksteven.
fine. Yeah, whatever.
I can draw it for you. You're a girl.
No, I'm good.
Nah.
I'm just giving her shit so that I can actually find the token. GM tricks. Okay. And you cast this on the other side of Turner?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Alrighty. And that is a hit. What is the damage?
8 force damage.
Okay. It sort of like phases through him, and then there's like a second where it doesn't seem to do anything, and then it draws blood. Ugh.
Alright. That is my turn.
He does that like anime thing where he coughs blood up. You know? Okay. Is that it for your turn, Yara?
Yes, indeed.
Okie dokie. 2 unseen foes will now join the fray. I move up here with both of these. As you hear the running on the cobblestones as they rush forward, and they... Let's see here. I gotta move back 1 space. I'll move back here. And they will be firing some slings. 1 towards Denigi, 1 towards Arcelia. First one towards Denigi. 13 is a miss. The second one will be towards Arcelia. And then they will reload after they fire. 15 is a miss. They whip these bullets. Ping, ping, ping. You hear one crash through some glass. That is it for their turn. Karun. All right. It's time to light these guys up, okay, guys? I'm going to blow them up with fire and stuff. And, you know, cover them in totally, you know, really warm napalm. It's going to be warm at first, but they're going to get, you know, really hot really fast because it is fire. And we'll aim at the one that just stabbed Denigi. Okay, with a 25. That is a hit for 1 5 minimum.
Doesn't it go up?
She gets the splash.
Persistent.
Yeah, the splash. Yep. That is the whatchamacallit, the intelligence mod based attack. So I think what happens here is we'll have Karun, I guess, just kind of like aim in the middle, and it'll just be the splash damage, really. Okay, so this will be 4 fire damage to this one, who has not identified themselves, and Turner. Okay, as the fiery napalm just begins to spread out, and Karun does not hit Denis with that because of special bullshit. Bomber bullshit. Alright. And then we'll fire with a hand crossbow, I think. She has more bolts now. Okay, she did mark those down. Good. Alrighty. That is a miss. She aims for this person. Crossbow. You know, this thing is really broken, okay? I'm going to have to apply... I can put like 12 of those runes on, I think. You know, we just have to find some. I think 12 seems about right. Okay. And then reload. And that's it for Karun's turn. Turner. He just sort of looks around a bit wildly towards both of you, Arcelia and Malavik. And
I will be smiling back.
Let me just see here. Turner says, "It wasn't me that poisoned her." And he points sort of over Denigi's shoulder to the woman that just backstabbed Denigi and says, "It was Visa." And Visa goes a bit wide-eyed and says, "You asshole." And he says, "All's fair in violence." And he is... he's going to say, "Look, let me live, and I'll tell you something useful."
Is he asking me, or is he asking... Who is he asking?
He's just asking
Hopefully
the group
not
of you.
Me.
Any response?
Malavik is getting ready to chop this guy's head off. So I mean, if I'm stopped, I'm stopped. But
If you want to surrender, get on your belly.
He tosses his weapon down, and he'll back up and lay down.
Okay.
Alright, there's others that Malavik can beat the shit out of.
Okay.
Like that sneaky.
Sakuachi will increase the range of Bless by an additional 5 feet. You should see that yellow circle around Sakuachi. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Arcelia will wheel around and exploit vulnerability on Risa. 20?
That is a success. Risa has No weaknesses.
All right, that's fine. And then stab 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. It will be 4 piercing damage plus 6 additional damage, so 10 total.
Okay.
Does Danigi look more agile or more ripped?
Denigi's kind of both.
Okay. My last action, I'd like to hand over a morning star over to Danigi. It will be visibly Yara's morning star that I've been holding.
Mm-hmm.
Denigi's already got a dagger, and she looks pissed.
Okay. Does that mean she doesn't want it?
I don't think she's really concentrating on your morning star right now.
Oh, okay.
I think as soon as she heard, like, as soon as she was stabbed by Visa, she's probably, like, super pissed looking over her shoulder.
Okay, I'll just instead then just stab again for 12.
That is a miss. This time, Visa sort of batters the spear away with the short sword. Damn it.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Arashtak.
Yes. Bugs begin swarming me, biting, and taking magic out of me, and fly over to Visa, biting, scratching, and attempting to inflict goblin pox.
Donkey.
Saving throw of 19 fortitude.
That is a 16 from Visa.
They have goblin pox stage 1. They are sickened. 1. Next round, they will be sickened and slowed. There's not much else I wish to do. That succeeded faster than I thought it would. I will crouch down and take some cover, hoping to not get hit by any bullets flapping around.
Alrighty.
That is it.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, it is Denigi's turn. Denigi turns and she says, "You just wanted to offer some tea. I guess it's my fault for being too trusting. Let's see how this tastes." And she's going to stab the shit out of Visa. Let's see who will be in debt after this attack. 21 to hit. That is a hit. And this will be for 11 piercing damage. Denigi sinks the dagger in deeply, and she says, "I'm not done yet." Another dagger attack. "21 for 12 piercing damage is pretty freaking nice. Okay. And the last dagger attack. Is a miss. So finally, as 2 quick stabs, probably to like the guts of Visa. She probably like just punches Denigi and shoves her away. Visa's like holding her stomach. just like looking down, there's just blood like all over her hands and like bleeding through her shirt. She's like breathing heavily. She's like looking around at everyone, and she begins to mutter like a song underneath her breath, and she says, and she starts to sing this song, and she will turn invisible again. You hear the sounds of like footsteps rushing off. I'm gonna make a stealth check because I want to see if she leaves some bloody footprints. Yeah, she leaves a few bloody footprints as she runs off. It looks like she's heading this way. You see these footprints sort of trail off, and you hear Denigi yell, "Come back here! Come back here, you sneak